But of course, we've seen the British government set out the UK's position on the Northern Ireland Protocol, demanding changes with the EU, if not Article 16 to be triggered. And of course, one of those demands now centres around the European Court of Justice, the ECJ. And just to reiterate this, you've now had Sajid Javid, the Health Secretary, saying looking forward there should not be a role for the ECJ in any part of the UK, and that includes Northern Ireland. He says, I think it is an overly legalistic approach that the court has, and that Lord Frost has been really clear about this. One of the most important issues is to end the role of the ECJ. Now, we did see Lord Frost recently arrive in Brussels for negotiations with the EU.
Looking forward to seeing Maroš Šefčovič shortly for lunch and discussions. We've got the Commission proposals, obviously ours are on the table as well. We're looking forward to good discussions, and there's a lot of work to do because there are gaps between us.
Can you compromise on the ECJ?
So that's obviously going to be part of the discussion. The governance arrangements as we have them don't work. We need to take the court out of the system as it is now, and we need to find a better way forward.
On the EU side, not only are they looking at retaliatory measures, it's also been reported that they're discussing potentially even the termination of the UK-EU deal. Now, this was on the front page of the Financial Times, who reported that top EU states are pushing to put the EU on standby for a trade war with Britain, fearing that Lord Frost will reject the EU's offer and instead to go ahead and trigger Article 16. Some European governments pushing for tough retaliatory measures, including the likes of France, Germany, the Netherlands, supported by Spain and Italy. And among the options that has been discussed, the FT report, is not just curbing UK access to energy supplies or even imposing tariffs on British exports, but actually the possibility of terminating the trade agreement itself, fearing, as I reiterate, that Frost will reject the EU's offer and trigger Article 16. Now, a diplomat is quoted as saying, there's a significant chance that Frost will say we want the moon. Frost knows he's playing with fire, but when you play with fire, you get burned. The EU has a broad palette of options for hitting back at the UK, for example, energy supplies. So not only are we talking about a potential trade war, more potential threats being made when it comes to the EU, to the UK. Of course, we've seen the French government talk about cutting energy supplies, but possibly even the termination of the UK-EU deal. Do let me know what you're making of all of this, guys. How do you think the British government should respond? And as ever, make sure you have it subscribe and the bells. I keep bringing you all the very latest right here on my channel. And of course, as ever, thanks for watching.